He probably won't arrive until the end of the week. When she'd spoken to Connor about this trip, they'd agreed that he would be there by Friday for the awards ceremony. Then on Saturday, they'd drive to the boutique hotel she'd booked in Joshua Tree, where they would decide the future of their marriage. Would he want to try again? More importantly, was she ready to try again, or was this the end of the road for them? She frowned and pushed a lock of long red hair behind her ear. "Stella Knight," called a deep voice, snapping her out of her thoughts. She looked up to find Blake Romero grinning as he approached, arms wide open in welcome, his white teeth bright against his California tan. In the flesh, Blake Romero was even better looking than his online persona on Muse TV, the creative education platform he'd launched last year. Only a few years older than Connor, he was a fine specimen of Italian manhood. He wore his sun-streaked blonde hair loosely gelled, ensuring his high cheekbones and light brown eyes were on full display. A golden cross on a thin chain peeked through the neck of his casually unbuttoned shirt. Her Venetian mother, raised Catholic, would love that. Stella hadn't expected to see Blake so soon. She smoothed a hand over her flight-tousled hair and quickly reversed the corners of her lips into a smile, keen to make a good impression. "Benvenuti a Las Vegas," he greeted her, placing his hands on her shoulders and planting a kiss on each cheek. "Ah, parli italiano?" asked Stella. "I wish I did," Blake said. "My nonno and nonna were from Rome, but my father never spoke to me in the mother tongue." "Peccato," she said with the appropriate sad face. "I'm so glad you've managed to crowbar me into your schedule this week." His eyes flicked up and down, and she had the distinct feeling he was weighing her up. Now she was both tired and nervous. "Of course, no problem, anything for you," she replied, struggling to appear unfazed, while inside she was 100,000 girls at a Harry Styles concert. 1 month ago he'd messaged her, requesting a meeting at the convention along with an offer to upgrade her flights and room. He obviously wanted something. Part of her feared what it was. Part of her craved it. Blake Romero had the power to skyrocket her career. Muse TV was the biggest seminar streaming service in the business, and the photographers he handpicked to be presenters were the new industry rock stars. But all of Muse TV's classes were initially streamed live. What if she said something stupid or messed up a photo shoot with thousands of people watching? Lilliwen coughed politely. Indicating her travel companion, Stella said, "Blake, this is Lilliwen Thomas." "You didn't say you were bringing your sister." Blake reached out and took Lilliwen's hand, kissing her on the knuckles like she was this season's incomparable from Bridgerton. Lilliwen giggled. "Oh, stop," she admonished, her wide smile belying her words. If she'd had a fan, Lilliwen would have flicked it open and fluttered it. Blake chuckled and turned back to Stella. "Is the other member of your party here yet?" "His flight from Mexico City gets in late tomorrow morning," she said. She had warned Tristan that she wasn't in Vegas to play, but her old friend insisted that he wanted to see her, and that they could meet up whenever she was free. Listening to her heart instead of her head, she said yes. It had been a year since he moved away, and she missed him terribly. Besides, she needed her friends close to bolster her before the big conversation with Connor. "Is that the cue to check in?" Stella asked, surveying the long line of people in reception with travel pillows looped around their necks, piles of luggage and bleary expressions. "I've already done it. A suite with 3 rooms, as requested," Blake said, taking the handles of her and Lilliwen's suitcases. "I think I love you," joked Stella. Time was precious, and she could put the hour she saved not having to queue to better use. Just because she was at the convention didn't mean her business stopped operating. Blake waved over a hotel porter. Stella could tell he was the kind of man who expected to be obeyed, like a president or a tech billionaire. He pointed towards the bags and the porter rushed towards them. As the porter loaded the bags onto his trolley, Blake pulled a wad of $10 bills from his pocket and peeled off a few, handing them over as he announced the room number. "Oh, I can pay for the tip," said Stella, before remembering she had no cash. She would ask Lilliwen to procure some tomorrow. "Please, it's my pleasure," said Blake, shoving the wad back into his pocket. "Now, do you want me to show you to your room, or do you want to get a drink, or can I even tempt you with dinner?"